Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am Jamie Green, president and founder of A Mother's Cry organization, and I'm joined today with community health worker, Mutima Jackson Anderson. Mutima is also the president and founder of the Ruby A. Neeson Diabetes Awareness Foundation. And we are coming together today for a few moments to give you some information about type 2 diabetes and how we can work to get those numbers down. So, Mutima, tell us a little bit, first of all, about your organization, why your organization started, and why helping us in our communities to deal with diabetes is so important.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me, Miss Jamie. My organization is the Ruby A. Neeson Diabetes Awareness Foundation, and we are a nonprofit organization serving the state of Georgia and beyond, thanks to the pandemic provided an opportunity for us to engage the community beyond the state of Georgia. So the organization is named in honor of my mother. Her name was Ruby Ann Neeson. She unfortunately passed away from type 2 diabetes complications prematurely at the age of 54. So what we do, we raise awareness of the seriousness of type 2 diabetes through community outreach, through advocacy, of course, through education, which is very important. And I like to say we're working to bridge the health equity gap to where health education can be fair across the board. So yeah.
Awesome. That's powerful. As you know, I'm all about people pursuing their purpose. And I totally, absolutely believe that you are doing that and helping us in our communities with diabetes. So first of all, briefly explain to us, what is diabetes?
Well, diabetes is actually a group of diseases. It's when the body's, it's a group of diseases where the body doesn't make enough glucose or blood sugar. So you have three different types, or you have two types of diabetes. You have type 1 and then you have type 2. Under the type 2 umbrella, you have pre-diabetes, and you also have gestational diabetes. I always joke and say that's something I would never get because I don't plan on having a baby. But gestational diabetes is for women who are pregnant. So they're now saying it may be a type 3 diabetes. I know we're going to have a conversation on that later that's associated with Alzheimer's. We won't talk about that today. We're going to talk about the importance of diabetes remission in those that have type 2 diabetes, which is considered lifestyle influence. It is very, very prevalent in the African American community. It's very prevalent throughout not just here in Georgia or throughout the state, throughout the country. It's a global issue. And there are people, unfortunately, like my mom, that passed away from complications of type 2 diabetes. And the sad thing is that it can be prevented. So for those that have it and you're living with it, you can have hope in having it go into remission to where your numbers go back to a healthy range where you're not considered type 2 diabetic.
And I'm very interested in this because I have type 2 diabetes, and I definitely want to learn more about lifestyle changes and, things so I can get off a whole lot of medicine, but especially the diabetes medicine. So I think you mentioned this, have you found that, or do statistics show that diabetes is more prevalent in any specific ethnic group?
Yes, in the African American community, the Hispanic Latino community, the Asian community, Native American populations, they also have a high prevalence of diabetes. So it affects everyone actually, but because it does disproportionately affect certain populations, minorities, African Americans, as I mentioned, Hispanic, Latino populations, we have a higher prevalence, and we're also at greater risk. So, and there could be a number of factors. It could be, our diet is a little different because, we have what's called soul food diets that it's not the healthiest. It can be healthy. You can make soul food healthy nowadays. But if you look at history, we've just had a series of things that happened that has contributed to, unfortunately, our population being greater affected by diabetes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so you and I want to collaborate. A Mother's Cry and Randolph want to collaborate and come together and provide an opportunity for those with type 2 diabetes to get it into remission, to learn healthy eating and lifestyles and what have you. Talk to us a little bit about the collaboration that we're trying to do.
Okay, so the Road to Remission was actually Pathway to Remission program. And the goal is for those who, because we talk a lot about diabetes prevention. I know I was like, I would like to bring the prevention program to Mother's Cry. He was like, no, we need to help those who already have diabetes, who are living with diabetes. So, and I know that I have not found a program. Oh, I didn't see a program here in the States. I know there was in the UK. And I said, maybe the Ruby and Neeson Diabetes Awareness Foundation, we can create a program for those that are living with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, who want to increase their options of going back to the normal range, what it should be. So our program, it's a hybrid program. It's a year-long program. We do offer this program in Georgia, but I wanted to extend it to Maryland because I love the state of Maryland, and I plan on visiting Maryland more often. And through A Mother's Cry, I know your focus is social justice and advocacy, but in order for you mothers to make a difference in the space that you're in, you have to be healthy. So let's get you healthy and try to, get your diabetes into remission so that you can do the work that you do. So the program is a hybrid program, and you will be able to have some in-person sessions if you're in the Maryland area. Me and Miss Jamie and I were working on that. And I'm connecting her with the community health worker so that she'll have the team and the staffing to be able to deliver the program in person in Maryland. But it's a year-long program, and we just ask that you have a commitment to your health, that you want to take ownership of your health, that you want to, you want optimal wellness. So in order to do that, you have to commit to you have to commit to the program. So if you want to have a healthier life, I think this would be for you. Or if you want to, if you want your diabetes to go into remission. And the only thing we ask, of course, you have to have already been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. This program is not for those who have type 1 diabetes because unfortunately, the science just does not support a remission in type 1 diabetes. I don't want to get into the science of that, but beta cells, how it affects their immune system and how it affects their pancreas, which is unfortunately right now, there's no proof that type 1 can go into remission. So you have to have been diagnosed with type 2.
Okay. And so then you reach out to me, connect with me, and then we'll set up are we gonna meeting weekly or monthly?
Well, this is the goal is for your numbers to go again back to the diabetes range. And so you need several sessions once a month. It will not really support what we're trying to do. So we ask that you can commit to the program once a week for the first 6 months. After the next 6 months, once a month will be fine because hopefully you would have had some success in the first 6 months. We're not going to get into the entirety of what the program will offer. We want you to join us for one of our other information sessions, and we'll go over every detail on how we will be able to support you. But if you follow the program, you will see, because there's other people that have been able to find success in lowering their numbers. The goal is to have you to be at least a couple of points down in the first 6 months. 5 points would be great. And so in order to do that, you need to commit to once a week for the first 6 months.
Awesome. Awesome. And I am really looking forward to it because as I said, I have been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I know several other mothers who have been diagnosed as well. And so we need to do all that we can do to get ourselves as healthy as possible. There may be
Yes.
some things that will happen that you can't control, but what you can control, we need to do that. So today I am inviting you to join me and Tima as we put this support group in place, because I really believe and I know for a fact that there is a need for it. And so reach out to me, inbox me if you're interested, comment on the video, whatever. Reach out to me. We're going to get this thing together, and then we're going to schedule our next meeting with those who have committed to the program, and then we'll give you more information. Okay. Is there anything
Yes.
else you'd like to share, Muti?
Yes, space is limited. We want to make sure that the program is beneficial. So it will be small group sessions. If there's more and more people sign up, then if more people sign up, we just may do 2 different sessions, but we want to keep the sessions kind of small because the goal is to offer that one-on-one peer support and make sure that you have the resources that you need to bring those numbers down. Diabetes is very, very serious. The complications are life-threatening. So if you've
Yes,
already been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, you know you are at risk of a lot of complications from your head to your toe, from your vision to
that's right.
amputation. So it's very serious. So if you're willing to take ownership of your health and you want your type 2 diabetes to go into remission, then this program is for you. And I'm excited to work with you.
And I do want to clarify before we close out that this is sponsored by Mother's Cry and Randolph, but you don't have to be a mother to participate in the program. We would like to have stick with women at the moment, to work with the women, mostly because we cook the meals, we prepare food for our families and whatnot, and we need to be really enlightened. So if you are a woman and you want to commit to getting better and to get those numbers down, come on and join us, and I promise you that you will see the benefit of this program, and it will absolutely change your life. All right.
And if you are a man, if you're a man, we don't want to leave the guys out. We do have our brotherhood wellness check-in. We can support you too. So,
Okay.
and who we can support you too. So if you're a man and you have diabetes and you would like to prevent type 2 diabetes, or I'm sorry, you want your diabetes to go into remission, we can help you too. Maybe not this session, but we have another program for you. So just had to throw that out there.
Awesome. I love that. All right. Thank you so much, Bettina, for this information. I'm looking forward to you guys contacting me, because I know some of you have individually contacted me and said that you have definitely been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and you want to do whatever you can do to get those numbers down. So I look forward to hearing from you, and let's get this thing going. All right. Have a
Yeah,
great day.
I think before I know Jamie closed it out and we do have to go, but I want to just briefly go over some of the remission criteria. So
Okay.
those that are thinking about joining the program, we do, Miss Jamie wants you to be a woman. If you are a man, we have a program for you too. We ask that you are at least 18 years of age and that again, you've already been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. We would also need your A1C. You get that from your doctor when you have your your physical. If you do not have a doctor, get with Miss Jamie and I can help you to find a doctor in your area. If you don't have insurance, we can look for a doctor that could see you, because it's important that you know your A1C, even if you know that you're diabetic. But we need to know your A1C so we can help you better. And you would have to have an interview with one of our community health workers. So either be myself or someone on our team. We will connect you with one also in the Maryland area, the Eastern Shore area. And again, as I mentioned, you have to have a willingness to prioritize your health. So I just wanted to put that out there, just those basic criteria, but it's so important that we know your A1C. You should know it too, like you should know your A1C.
Yes, that's correct. And I don't know it at the moment, but
Well, Yes, it's so important. Know your, we call it diabetes ABCs. You always should always know your A for A1C, B your blood glucose or your blood pressure. I put both of them in there. Also, C your cholesterol level. That is very important that you know that. And S, we throwing that in there too. You shouldn't be smoking. No smoking. No smoking. And if you smoke, I have some resources to help you to quit smoking. We gotta stop smoking because it makes your diabetes worse. So no
Wow.
smoking. No secondhand smoke. You don't want to be around people that smoke either. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you for that clarification. Yeah, that because those are very important points. All right. Okay, again, thank you so much, Fatima, for joining me. I'm excited about this program and really making some life changes. I know that other people will be as well. Thank you so much, ma'am. You have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, talk to you later.